All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in tonight here at FreekyFast Broadcasting at Racinfreeks Sim Racing League at Sonoma Cup style. Right now we're in qualifying, and right now it looks like we got a couple guys put some laps down. Right now it looks like Brian Johnson has put down a lap of a 113 right now. Which puts him on the pole right now, but we'll have to wait till Zach Hall gets going here in the track, and he'll probably put down like a 111 or 112 or something like that. I know one thing, I am not a road course guy. I will do my best to try to explain road course racing, but I'm not good at it. I've tried and just I stink. I stink at it. So but we'll see what we can come up with here. We got decent fields, at least. Looks like. Also, let me know how the broadcast looks, sounds. If anything needs to be adjusted. Good evening. Thank you for tuning in, man. Yeah, I believe. Anyways, yeah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, Joseph, we'll get an interview on him on the pace lap and see how. All right, thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, he sent me a message, so we will see if we can get a talk in with him under pace lap and see if he has anything for these fast guys. I know Brian Johnson is fast at road course. Zach Hall is extremely good at road course. So I think Joseph has a battle for him tonight. He's gonna have to probably do an uphill climb, would be my guess. That's just what I'm thinking. But we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. He hasn't put down a lap yet. He hasn't put down a lap yet here in qualifying. We've got 4 minutes to go. I'm not sure if he's going to be out there qualifying or not. But we'll see how the track is for him tonight. We'll bring up let's see here. The weather tonight. The weather is 65 degree. Track temperature 66 degrees with the wind at 2 miles per hour north. So track's gonna have a lot of grip. Track should be pretty fast for everybody. You think? I don't know if. Oh, West did show up. Yeah, last year's defending champion. I was gonna say I don't think he's here yet, but yep, he just pulled in. He pulled into the track here and got getting his car unloaded. So that's a good Joseph, Zach, and Jerry top three. That's gonna be interesting. We'll have to see. This race is run not laps tonight. It's run 50 minutes. So this race will be 50 minutes, and after that, it's a timed race. So they won't be doing no laps. There's no stages, stuff like that. No cautions. So hopefully no one gets in a predicament and has to, they fall behind or stuff like that. And but we'll see. We'll see. The league does that, instead of trying to figure out laps and all that stuff. Sometimes it's just easier to do times on a road course. So that's how it's going to run tonight. And go down here. It looks like Joseph is he is putting down a lap. Oh, I have to see what kind of lap time he puts down here. He hasn't clicked on the ticker yet, so he's coming down here to turn 11. See how that car gets in that turn. Really, really nice through there. Back on the gas. That's going to be a key spot right there, getting back on the gas, because that thing can kick out once you start wearing them tires down. I believe this should be time lap. Maybe not. Maybe he needs to do one more time lap. I'm not sure. Yeah, he has to do. He's got a minute yet. A little over a minute, so he'll get this last time lap then. I forgot to look too. I don't even know what the weather, the rubber. So whoa, look at it! How, wow, gonna be jumping curbs. So hope he doesn't go flying like Bob Skinner did last night from the picture I seen. Didn't get the broadcast last night's race, so I apologize, everybody. It was my wife's birthday, so I took her out to dinner. So, but wow, Brian Johnson's still holding the top spot yet. Impressive. And also, I want to say too, I apologize to everybody out there that if I don't say their last names, I stink at names. I'll say the first name, but sometimes I don't get the last names right, and I butcher them up. And well, normally that's why I have my sidekick Zach Hall with me, but he's out on the track tonight. So appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Sorry about that. My dog is going a little nuts. So give me 1 second here. I gotta take care of the dog. I apologize for that. All right, sorry about that. My dog has an infection in her ear, and she itches it and goes nuts. So I have to try to calm her down. So, but anyways, thank you for tuning in. Don't be afraid to, if you don't mind, hit the follow button, like button on all the social medias, stuff like that. I'd much appreciate it. Thank you for everybody out there, the views. But we're going to get ready to rock and roll some left, right, uphill, downhill, over bumps. Let's see. Awesome. That's awesome. Well, he put down well, he qualified fourth. He's about a second behind, but that doesn't mean nothing. The goal is to keep the car, you know, keep the car on the track is basically the key. So getting ready to finish up here qualifying here at Racinfreeks Sim Racing League. So we will once the guys get down the grid, we will see about getting a ride along on board with Joseph and see how the track is for him. A pretty decent field out here tonight. Nice, nice. All right, well, here we go. 50-minute time race. Get as many laps in that you can. Probably about 40 laps, maybe. I don't know, something like that. But we'll bring up the grid real quick. In row 1, we have Brian Johnson. Starting on the outside of him is going to be Zach Hall. Cedric Hunter's going to start 3rd. Joseph is going to start 4th. Dan's going to start 5th. Rick's going to start 6th. James is going to start 8th. Ron's going to start 7th. Then we got Jerry starting 9th. Ed Burrell is going to be starting 10th. 11th is going to be Ethan Kurtz. Starting 12th is going to be Bob Skinner. And that rounds out your field tonight. So let's see if we can I can't do I wish I could follow him the whole race, but unfortunately there's other drivers out there, so just can't focus on one driver. I apologize for that, but we just can't do that. So but let's see if we can See if we can pull him up without me messing anything up here. I can get the. Oh, if I can't pull him up, I'll just come down to him. Joseph, Robert in the booth, you got a copy?
I got you, Robert. How are you doing today?
Good. How you doing, man? Well, I'm going to follow you around the grid like you asked. How's the race going to go for you tonight? How's the track looking?
Track's looking pretty good. It's got a lot more traction. I've been practicing on a really hot, slick racetrack all the time that I have. So, track's real grippy. You got to be careful getting back on the throttle. It's going to get real slick. It's going to be a real fun night. It's going to be a real fun night tonight. I'm looking for a good finish tonight. I got a good, solid top 5 qualifying. So, we're just going to keep our heads focused, keep the car clean, and get after it.
There you go. There you go. Do you think you have anything for them top 2 guys on time speeds that they put down?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I was right behind Zach there in practice. I just couldn't get any traction down during qualifying for some reason. So, but, I think as the race progresses and we get some laps going, I feel like it's going to be a real good fight between probably the top 4, top 5.
Oh, there you go. Well, you got your support fans out there right now, all over Facebook, Twitch. I'm not going to be able to keep up with them all. Let's put it that way. But, all right, well, that's awesome that you got support out there. I had one fan out there just wanted me to ride with you all through the whole race. I was like, well, I kind of can't do that. There's other cars out there.
Oh, yeah. It'd be an interesting angle from in here. I can tell you that. It's going to be a good race. I think it's going to be a real fun race tonight.
All right. Well, there you go. Well, hopefully we talk to you in victory lane after the race, or me. Hopefully you get a podium. But I wish you the best of luck out there, bud.
I appreciate it. You have fun watching the race tonight. It's going to be a good one.
I will do. All right. Good luck, bud. All right. Well, there you go. There's Joseph. So we're going to get ready to come down 11 and get ready to go green here.
Green.
And green's out, and kind of sound. I might have to bump up my sound there, but let me know how the engine sound and everything as we get the positions to cycle around. There we go. Adjust the sound. Might have to adjust my sound. Yeah, I thought so too. I will work on that. See if I can fix that for everybody real quick. All right, we will we'll go into the car and then you can let me know how it sounds. There we go. Bumped up the sound, so hopefully that sounds a little bit better to everybody. There. All right. Okay. Hopefully I got the sound right. But all right. Well, we got Brian Johnson here over top 5 here. We got Brian Johnson right now leading the field with Zach Hall right behind him, and then we got Cedric Hunter and Joseph's in 4th. So that's your you only got Ron 5 seconds behind, and then number 2. Oh, watch these guys get around, man. Up over them curbs are crazy. The way these guys are hitting them curbs, that's nuts. I don't even know how they do that. I don't even know what the numbers of the turns are, but you can see Brian Johnson, he's holding Zach Hall behind, but it looks like we go back here to Cedric. We have Joseph right behind him. I don't know if he's going to be able to get down into turn 11 here and get by him, but oh, Cedric pushes into that turn there a little bit. I don't think he tried that. Or wanted to try that. But he's got the Hello Kitty car back. Huh. Ain't that something? That was his good vehicle. That thing is, we don't know much about Cedric with his Hello Kitty car. He ran that thing for years, and it was a bet that he lost, I believe, and he had to run it. And ever since he's been running, it's been bringing him luck. So, come back through the field, see how we got battle going back here. Got Ron and Ethan. Oh, Bob Skinner up over that bumps. Wow. What happened for dinner last night? We went to a place called Texas Roadhouse. Had a ribeye prime steak. Yeah, it's not ribs. It was a steak. No, I didn't do play-by-play with the wife. Me and the wife went out with 2 other friends and had a nice dinner. It was great. It was a great meal, and then we went shopping for a little bit, and then I took her shopping today for her birthday, and so we had a great time. It was a good time, but wow, you can see Ethan's all over Ron here, and you can see Bob Skinner just coming around. No, not Miller Lite. I had Bud Light, so I'm a Bud Light drinker. But I did have my Bud Light, so we'll go back through here. Let's see where we got Dan back here in the 88. Looks like we have oh, something happened to Cedric Hunter. Cedric Hunter, what happened to Cedric Hunter? He's sitting in pit road. Wow. Well, Cedric Hunter was running 3rd, right? And now he's sitting in pit road. I don't even know what happened to him, unfortunately. I don't know if he had an internet problem or maybe something broke in the suspension, but right now it still looks like Brian is taking the lead. We still have 44 minutes left in the race. He has put down the fastest lap of a 1:13, and Zach Hall put down a 1:13.1, and then Joseph put down a 1:14, and Ethan Hurst put down a 1:14. So yeah, you were close. I used to drink Miller Lite at one time, but not no more. I switched to Bud Light, and so. There you go. Yeah, everybody, let's get together. We'll all sit around, drink some Bud Light. That sounds like a plan to me. I'm all for that. Let's do that. Even though we're probably all out of different states. Oh, yeah. Oh, we have some guys, this field got spread out. Trying to find some action around here is kind of hard. So we will see what we can ride along here with the leader up here. Different camera views. How old am who? Me? Oh, not me. Okay. Me? Yeah. I'm 44. So, yeah. 44, 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl, and then I got 3 stepkids from the wife, 2 boys and a girl. And they're all grown up now, except for one of them, about ready to turn 17 at the end of this year in December. So they're almost grown adults. Well, 5 of them are grown adults. The other one's getting ready to be a grown adult. So, but well, it looks like we have Brian. Brian's he's smooth and steady here. We'll ride along. Let's go into the cockpit view here and ride. Whoa, he's got James all over up front, and James is gonna go mow the grass. Well, let's see how Brian comes down in this turn here. See, he hits the rump. Nope. Wow, clean. Didn't he hit them rumbles? And downshifting. Sled 6 laps. Going through the S's. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Track's got a lot of grip, 65 degrees. Oh, there it stepped out a little bit. Well, thank you, Justin. I tried. It's the way we run this league here at Racinfreeks too. All respect. We don't play around here. Guys are good, but looks like Brian's just pulling away. From what I can see here on the track, it looks like the weather is 65 and the track temperature 66, so that tells me the track's got some grip. And then we have Joseph back here. He's about from the leader. He's 12 seconds behind from the leader, and we got 40 minutes left in the race. So he's just, all he has to do is even get a top 3, because I know Brian and Zach are road ringers. They're good at it. Even though Zach is showing a D license in road, which is kind of shocking, but Brian's got a B license and Joseph's got a C license. So, but I think Joseph picked up 2 seconds at last lap, so that's the key. Let's see here. See if we can get a picture of his. There we go. Oh, man, he is riding them rumble strips. He's bouncing that thing all over. But check out I really love that green. I'm a big neon green guy, so I really love that paint scheme. But there you can see his sponsors there. That's awesome. His team. And come back here and you see the backside, top side of the car. He's up over, going through the S's. Looks really smooth. It's got that thing bouncing around though really hard. I don't know if that's I don't know he's racing for pay. Oh well. If you want to send a paycheck my way for broadcasting and hit me up on Facebook. I won't turn money down. Oh yeah. Go back here and see how Ethan's doing. Started 11th, he's currently up to 4th. So he's moving his way up through. He's running 4th. Back here to Bob Skinner, he's running 5th. The ladies on his car. And then we got Ron back here in his Hardys. He's running 5th. Nice little old paint scheme there, like that. Then behind him is, I believe that's James, but then we have Dan still in the lead lap. So we're moving. Down to 37 minutes left in the race, so it's all timed race. And then we come back here to Rick. Well, we got a battle going on. Wow. We have a battle going on back here. We have Jerry and Rick battling it for 6th and 7th place. it looks like. Oh, Rick just overshot that turn, and here comes Brian. Oh, well, we got a battle going on here. Jerry got by him, and here comes Brian. Brian's gonna try to looks like Rick's gonna let him go, I believe. We'll see. Yeah, and Jerry lets him go by too, so as they come down, you see a nice view there. That's awesome. Zach is 3 seconds behind now. He's running that thing nice and smooth. Brian's definitely just on a rail right now. That thing is just running really nice for him. I don't know how these guys do it. How do they go so fast? I don't know. I wish I knew. I'm not good at it, so. All right, now Brian's led all the laps right now. We're 10 laps, 36 minutes left. Oh. See if we can find Jerry. There's Jerry coming up through the field. Got Zach behind him. SR TV Network. Check him out. These guys don't mind. Check him out. Give him a like. Does a lot of dirt stuff. Things like that. Give him a like. Share. Things like that. Help him grow too. It'd be awesome. Much appreciate it. Oh, he goes wide. Let Zach go. Well, Zach's still 3 seconds behind, and I don't know if. Then we got James with. Whoa. James with no hood. I hope he can hold minimum speed because he's got no hood. I'd like to know where his hood is. I don't know if that's allowed. That might be illegal in racing. James, get in pit road. Oh, come back up here to the leader. Zach is, well, Zach's cutting the lead down. It's down to 2.7 now. The only thing I know I could say right now is hopefully the sounds are better. I adjusted them sounds for everybody. I believe it's better. Hope it is. That's what it's about. I'm always playing. I got a problem of trying to always make something better when it doesn't need to fix. Just trying to, you know, make it better stream, better looking, make it look nice out there, things like that. So, well, Brian, well, Zach's down 2 points. Zach's cut it down a little bit. See where, it looks like Joseph is losing ground. He's in third place, but he's 10 seconds ahead of fourth place of Ethan Kurth. So he's 19.3 behind, and Ethan's 29.9 behind. So Joseph, Ethan, and Bob Skinner are basically, and then Dan's about ready to go a lap down, it looks like. Gonna be getting, should be seeing Dan's car very shortly. You can see Brian, he's not even going up over them rumble strips, hitting them up over, so he's keeping all four tires on the track. So me, I'd be hitting that rumble strip and bouncing the car up and down and up. I'd look like a roller coaster out there. I know that much. Up there is well, it looks like that is James getting out of the way as he's coming down to turn 11. Brian and Zach's still 3 seconds behind. Oh, now you can see he's on lap 13. This is where the cars start getting a little hairy. Probably see that car a little wiggle for him. See it bouncing there through the bumps. as he goes up to turn 2. And Zach is, oh, Zach is pitting. Oh, Zach's got damage. Oh, this is interesting. Using his quick fix. I'll wait for him to come out of pit road. Here he comes. Got to stay in between them blue cones, and out he goes. So this is going to be different. Wonder what his game plan. Wonder if Brian's going to plan to take a pit stop. They're going to have to. Still half an hour to go. I believe they're going to have to get fuel. I don't think they can make it all the way with 1 tank of fuel with the time limit. So Zach just did 13 laps. So we'll see how that all plays out for him. That should be interesting. But again, I want to thank you all, everybody out there, for tuning in, following me, following the league, following Joseph, following the other drivers. We all much appreciate it, and we send the loves out to everybody. This is what we do this for. These guys to enjoy watching some racing, get to talk, hang out, stuff like that. So, with Zach pitting, that moved him back to 3rd place, but he's got fresher tires. He's got, we're going to see if he can catch Joseph, because Joseph is now up in 2nd, 23 seconds behind, and Zach is, let's see here, gap to the leader, 31.2, and he's 7 seconds behind Joseph. 7.8 now there, you can see, be on your right hand side. So you can see a difference in the tires. He's chopping them down. His fastest lap was a 1:13, and Brian's fastest lap was a 1:13. Joseph's fastest lap was a 1:14, but go up here and you see Joseph's right there, and then you can see Zach's coming in turn 11, and Joseph's just exiting turn 11, coming around. So, and then Brian, you can see Brian now, he's making a pit stop, so now that puts Joseph up in the lead. There you go, guys. He finally put that thing up in the lead. It says 2nd right now, but he's got to make a lap around, and that will give him the lead. So, but we'll see. He says he's been practicing and trying to get better at road racing, so that's awesome. But right now he's the current leader. Once he completes this lap, if he doesn't go into pit road, hopefully he does the strategy though. I'd recommend him hit pit road, or maybe stay out and lead 1 more lap, get that bonus point, and then hit pit road, because he's going to lose a lot of ground, because that just leapfrogged Zach into the lead, and he's 4 seconds ahead of Brad. Zach 4.4, well, 4.5 now, far behind. So let's see what his decision is. See if he stays out. Well, he stays out. He wants to get that lap. In the Toyota, now he's 4.3 ahead. So the gap is fluctuating. It's all about hitting your markings and hitting your timing and hitting the brakes. And oh, he locked up the tires. Oh, that's not good. A flat spot the tires. Let's go with the gyro cam. See how you're gonna listen to the car and the tires. Very smooth. Oh, up too much on that curb. Upsets the car a little bit, but he holds on to it. Oh, overdrove that turn, overdrove that turn. You can hear the tires just squealing just a little bit. And Zach's coming. Zach is now 2.1 behind. So does he make a pit stop here? Nope, he keeps it out. Interesting. Last lap was a 1:15.8. Zach is 1.3. So Zach is right there. So I would imagine. I don't think Joseph can go that many more laps. He's gonna have to make a pit stop because he's on his stand of 19. Bob Skinner hasn't pitted yet either, but he's got Zach all over him. Zach's looking on the inside. Oh, doesn't get it there. See if he can get it. See if he can work him. See if he can outbrake him in the S's, down the S's, or not outbrake him in the S's, but down here in the turn 11. See if he can pressure or outbrake him coming down. Oh, Joseph overdrives that corner, and that opened up the door for Zach. And there you go. Joseph's making his pit stop. He get in there and get some fresh tires and fuel. Hopefully that's the difference, and you can. These guys can. And that's going to bring Brian. Brian's now 7 seconds behind, so we're down to 25 minutes. Now you can see Joseph, he's coming down in the pit road. Go back here to Bob Skinner, see how Bob's doing. He's out there running. He's now moved himself up to third. He still hasn't pitted yet. And come back here to Ethan. Ethan has pitted. Dan still hasn't pitted, and neither did Ron. Ron hasn't pitted, but he's going to go a lap down here. Zach's going to drive by him. So some of these cars probably should be coming into pit road very, very shortly. But we only got one car lap down. We have Ed Burrell, unfortunately, is 14 laps down. Looks like he started and parked it. But Ron's making his pit stop. The question is when does Bob and Dan make their pit stop? And Rick looks like he made a really early pit stop because, see here, Bob is on a stint of 20 and Dan's on a stint of 20 laps on his tires. And then we have Rick 16 laps on his tires. So, Bob stays out. Bring up the track. We're here at Sonoma, USA. It's a cup configuration. It's a 1.96 mile track, 10 turns. Track temperature is 66 degrees. It's Robert Moyer here on the mic. My co-announcer Zach Hall's not here, and Soda Can Johnson is out in the track running second place. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, guys, if you don't mind. Come and watch Earl Racing League, Elite Auto Racing League. They're going to be at Chicago in the Cup cars. So we will be going live at 9 o'clock. So Bob's still staying out. So is Dan. Dan has not pitted yet either. Let's see what Dan's plans to do. They're 20 laps into their run now. And Brian Johnson is 10 seconds behind Zach. So Zach pulled out to a 10-second lead. Now, the question is can Brian make that time up? Oops, I'm sorry about that. I have no clue why that popped up. Really? What the? Get off there. Okay. Whatever. I don't know where that came from. I have that stuff blocked. We'll do it this way, see if that works. Block that stuff. I don't know why that stuff pops up. Oh, we have Jerry. Looks like Jerry's spun out. Yeah, I don't even... I didn't even look what it was. I don't even know why that popped up. I have that stuff blocked when I'm streaming. It shouldn't even pop up, but I got a button here on my keyboard that I can hit block out anything to pop up over the game. So that's iRacing for you. Well, not iRacing itself. It's not iRacing's fault. Gotta love when you put stuff together and you're like, yeah, I'm ready to go, and then it's like, wait, why'd that pop up? But we have Bob Skinner's now. Let's see when Bob I just did Windows Update, so I'm not worrying about that. I checked that stuff out, but I do know Windows is coming out with their fall. No, that's not gonna happen. I already have that all turned off and all that stuff. I have complete control of that. It ain't gonna install or reboot. I install everything. Now I don't let Windows 10 run my computer. I run Windows 10. I've been doing this for a very, very long time. So I was like, oh no, I don't think so. Let's see if Bob Skinner decides to make a pit stop here. He's on 23 laps of his stand. Dan still has not pitted yet. And Bob still has not pitted yet. Wow, how far is he going? He's going to push this. And you can see Joseph. Joseph's caught Bob. Now he has to see if he can pass. He should be able to pass if he's got fresher tires. He's got 4 laps on his tires compared to Bob's 24 laps tires. So that's a huge difference right there on tires. So with that said, I'm going to quick run a commercial break so I can get a drink if you guys don't mind. So I will be right back. Alright, thank you guys. Had to get a drink there, and we are back. I appreciate all the views out there that we have. It looks like Bob Skinner let Joseph go by. Bob Skinner has still not made a pit stop yet. We have Joseph. He's let's see here. Oh, he put down a faster lap now. He's down to a 113.8, so he's picked up the pace. He's 32 seconds behind Brian. I think Bob should be... Nope, Bob still has not pitted yet. And then we come back here to Dan. The Wrangler still has not pitted yet. Well, let's see if Dan makes a pit stop here. Oh, Dan still has not made a pit stop. Go back here to Rick. Rick's still hanging out in there. I'll go up here to Brian. Brian's still 8 seconds behind yet to Zach Hall. We are down to 16 minutes of the race. So, looks like Zach Hall did the early pit stop. Looks like that's going to work out for him. Oh, we have Ethan Kurtz off the track now, unfortunately. So that moves James. So he might be 3 laps down, but he's got a top 10 car. And Jerry West is 2 laps down. He's running in 8th, and Ron is 1 lap down, running in 7th. Yeah, we can do that. You can bring that up, and you can see here, gap to the leader. He's 42 seconds behind. Car in front of him, he's 34 seconds behind Brian. Then the car behind him is 9 seconds behind him, which would be Bob Skinner, which still has not made a pit stop. Looks like Bob's going to try to run the whole race, maybe? No pit stop? That is something right there. Hasn't made a pit stop yet. That's impressive. Probably going to try to run this thing all the way out. Down to 15, about 15 minutes to go. So, oh, Brian's down to 6 seconds now. So he's come up here to the leader. It looks like Zach's about ready to pass Ron. Ron should have better tires. Yeah, he's 7 laps on the tires. We're at 14, but we'll see if he just lets him go by. Whoa, Zach's up over that rumble strip. Ron let him go by. Gonna ride along with the lead. Wow, look how far he's cranking that wheel. Holy mackerel. About 100 miles through the S's. Goes down here. Nice and smooth. Oh, car kicks out just a little bit. Downshifts. I think he's downshifting either first gear or second gear. I'm not sure. Easy on the gas. And out he goes. Get up against that wall. Oh, steps out again there on him. Nice and smooth. It's gonna come up over the hill. Downshift to second. Keeps it in second. Off the gas. In second, up over the hill. Still kept it in second. Oh, now he downshifted. I don't know what gear he's in. That time he didn't crank the wheel as much, so he hit that turn the way he's supposed to. As he's nice and smooth. So at 11 laps. Started second. Coming down here to turn 10. Puts that front right up against them tires. Upshift, and that is going to be a lap around Sonoma with the leader, Zach Hall. It looks like, from what I can see, it looks like Zach is catching Brian 6 seconds behind. You can see him back there. He was just back here. He just got past Ron. And he's 6 seconds behind, trying to catch. Oh, he dropped 7. Lost about a second just passing a lap car. It looks like Zach Hall is definitely going to get around. So we're down to 11 minutes of the race. And then he's got Joseph behind him, which is he's 30. Joseph is 39 seconds behind Brian. Zach should be go back here to Bob. Bob is now running with Rick. They're battling for position. Bob Skinner's still in the lead lap, and then we got Dan, Rick, Ron, and Jerry's all one lap down, 2 laps down, but they're not giving up. So you get points running for iRacing credit, $50 to the winner. I'm surprised Bob's only 31 laps on his tires and he's still out there running. So is Dan. Dan's 30 laps, about ready to go 31. So it looks like they're not going to pit. We got 10 to go, it's saying on the time. About 10 minutes left of the race. So go back here to Joseph running in 3rd position. As led, you can see Dan's behind him. Brian Johnson's picking up the pace. He ran a 1:12. So on lap 20, he ran a 1:12. Impressive. Well, it looks like James got his quick fix. Had to get his car fixed. He had no hood running around there. Not great for aerodynamics, but I guess you don't need that on a road course, huh? Didn't talk too much about Jerry. Jerry's back here. He's running 8th, started 9th. He's still hanging out in there. It's 2 laps down, but he's not giving up. And that's what you got to do. Just run road courses. This is the only road course Racinfreeks is going to be running this year. Next week, I think we go to Talladega next week. Some fast pack action racing here at Racinfreeks on FreekyFast broadcasting. It's going to be some hot. It's exactly, never give up, because you never know. You know, every point matters, every position matters. That's one thing when I used to race. I never get. I stank at it, but I never gave up. I just kept on running and tried to get to position. Could never get a win. I think that was more frustrating than anything. But what are you gonna do? It is what it is. But we will bring up the top 5 here. You can forget that numbers there. 34 laps of trillion number. It's because it's a time race. But we got Zach Hall, Brian Johnson, Joseph, Bob Skinner, and Dan is your top 5. The reason why it's timed because of it's a road course. We don't run laps on road courses. We do time races on road courses. So it's easier to set up the server on iRacing to just do a time race than it is a lap race. You get your money's worth out of iRacing, because if you set it up for laps and you rent a 4-hour server, it takes you 2 hours to race. Just say you wasted 2 hours, or you know, whatever. Just saying. So we decided to do time, and that's what we did. Whoa, we have oh no, we don't. Never mind. I didn't scroll up. I was like, wow, I thought something happened to Brian there. So anyways, that's why we do that. So Oh, we got Brian Johnson up here. He's 5 seconds behind Zach. He's trying to catch Zach. He's running. He's running. We got 7 minutes to go. Exactly 7 minutes to go. So that 7 laps to go, you'll see that jump up and down, gentlemen. So now he's forced at 4.8. Brian has picked up the pace. Rick lets him go by. Good gentleman there. Appreciate that. That's awesome. He's 5 seconds, so he's trying. It's 4.6. Says 6 laps to go. We got 6 minutes left to go in the race. So we'll see if he catches up to Zach or not. James let him go by. Sorry, I'm just trying to find some stuff to talk about, gentlemen. It's kind of hard when you're on road courses. They get spread out like this so bad in your road. Really not much to talk about, but right now Zach Hall and Brian Johnson are your top 2, and then you got Joseph running in 3rd, and you got Bob Skinner that did make a pit stop then. So he decided not to run it, and Dan's on 35 laps with 4 minutes to go. So it looks like Dan and Rick are going to run this thing all the way out on their tires and fuel. But you can see Brian's right there. It's 3 seconds behind. He's got Zach in the sights. The question is can he catch him? Right there, you can see Zach going right in that turn. Brian is running up. Wow, Brian's definitely picked up the pace. We look at the lap times. Brian ran a 113 to Zach's last 114, so he's the second faster right now than Zach. So he's coming. He's trying to catch him. He's down to 2.3. This is gonna get interesting. Well, you can see right there, he's got Zach in his sights. Question is, does he got enough time to catch him? It's going to be the question. Come up here to the high view, blimpy view, and see if we can get a good view of the lead there. Yeah, you can see Zach going down that turn. And Brian's now going up over the hill. Zach's up over the hill. He is 2.0 behind with 3 minutes to go, give or take. We'll see if he can catch, and we're going to definitely have a battle here. Joseph definitely has 3rd place. He's got that locked up. Unless he does something drastic, he should be good to go for a podium here at Racinfreeks and Racing League. We have to try to figure out what happened to Cedric Hunter. Cedric Hunter left Discord, so unfortunately we ain't gonna be able to have a talk with him. And you can see the 88's deciding to pit. Probably needs gas. Tried to make it all the way through, but unfortunately couldn't do it. Oh, he's 1.8 now. Let's see what the time here is. We've got 2 minutes left to go. So probably another lap. Maybe another lap or two would be my guess. They're down to a minute, 2 minutes now. And Brian's 1.7 behind. And then third place is Joseph, 48 behind. Then Irony Stream on how you doing? Thank you for tuning in there on YouTube side. I stream league racing on Friday nights sometimes, like every other Friday night when I got a chance to. Every Saturday night, definitely here at Racinfreeks and Racing League. And then Sunday night at 9 o'clock, we stream a league called EARL, Elite Auto Racing League, with the real NASCAR driver Bobby Hamilton Jr. His dad won the truck championship years ago, so it's actually his league. We actually broadcast him, sponsor him, stuff like that. So every other Friday, Saturday at 9:30, and Friday nights at 9 is when we stream, and that's the only time we stream as of right now. There's other leagues looking at us and talking to us about picking us up on some other nights, so that's up to them when we can pick up some other leagues and races and things like that, and we will stream it. So, but it looks like here we are down to 20 seconds, 19 seconds. Zach pulled away now. Brian had it down to 1.8. Now he's 5.8 behind. So, I don't know. It looks like Zach's going to have to do one more lap. This should be the yep, this is the final lap. So, if Zach Hall doesn't do anything dumb, he should have this very just ride it out. He's 6 seconds ahead. It looks like Brian he burned out his tires trying to catch him, unfortunately. So thanks, appreciate it. Glad you like it. Still working on new stuff. We have on Saturday nights we have whoa, Zach almost lost it. That wouldn't have been good. Whoopsie, don't do that. Final lap going through the S's and almost lost it. Anyways, yeah, we have on Sunday nights we actually have a pit reporter that does pit reports and things like that. Soda Can Johnson, which he's running second right now, and then my co-host Zach Hall is with us on Sunday night. So, and we broadcast stuff like that. So, if you don't mind, tune in tomorrow night, give us a chat, talk to us, and stuff like that. But final lap here, and it looks like we're going to have Zach Hall, that early pit stop. That did it for him. He got it. Takes the win. They run a total of 41 laps. They run. Oh, the top three bring up the top five, showing the ending here. Well, actually, I don't have to bring that up. I can actually bring something else up, so I apologize for that. But we can bring up the final results as this race is finishing off here. As teammates there, Brian Johnson and Zach Hall, road ringers. You can see Zach Hall's got takes it home, and then we have Brian Johnson second, Joseph third, fourth is going to be Bob Skinner as they're finishing out this race. Fifth place is going to be Rick. Ron's going to be sixth. Dan's going to be seventh. Jerry's going to finish eighth. James is going to move up to ninth. And then we have three vehicles that did not finish the race, which would be Ethan Kurtz, Ed Burrell, and Cedric Hunter, which I am not sure what happened to. I'm not sure what happened to Cedric Hunter. So, hey, thank you. I appreciate it, and I'll try to return the. I'll try to return the favor. So. A good race, and there we go. Zach Hall is going to burn down the tires. Let's see if we can get a good picture of him as he. Whoa! Oh, he just took out a cone. There we go. Got Zach Hall. And it looks like he retired the vehicle. That's all right. We will. Hey, looks like he retired the vehicle, so we will. Let's see what we can get. We can get third place Joseph for an interview. We got Zach Hall and Brian Johnson. We can get an interview with. So, let me see if I can move. Joseph, Robert in the booth, you got a copy?
I do. How are you? Did you enjoy the race?
I enjoyed the race. It's kind of hard to find things to talk about when it's road racing, but you get so leveled out and everybody gets in an equal playing field. It's like, okay, well, what do you talk about?
Yeah.
But with that said, hey, you called it. You brought it home third. You stayed out and got some laps led. That's a good thing. Was that your game plan to stay out that long? Because Zach Hall and Brian Johnson, they pitted early and you stayed out to lead them couple laps. Was that the game plan?
No, my game plan from the beginning was to split the race in half, so 25 minutes, 25 minutes. That was the game plan. They went in way before I did, and I thought, well, cool, I'll have fresher tires, but they just had so much more speed than I did. It seemed like they had a lot better traction. So I was pretty much fighting all night with, having issues getting the power back down, and it seemed like they were doing a lot better than I was. But then I just found out that Zach didn't even take tires.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That explains how he got so far ahead of Brian, because he came out and he was like 8 seconds ahead of him. I was like, wow.
Yeah. I was like, man, it was like good race, and supposedly he didn't take tires from what he said. So yeah, that's a really gutsy call on his part. I mean, the best two cars, in my opinion, finished where they needed to, and I feel like I finished where I needed to, or as good as I could tonight. Man, the racing was so much fun, it's just good because this is my worst racetrack. Period. I am between this and Darlington. I am awful. So it was nice to have a really good night. The car was really comfortable. So, just having that, trying to get the power down was the hardest thing tonight. And it seemed like, Brian and Zach had it really figured out. And I just rode and wanted to keep the car clean, get a good top 5 finish. And that's what we did tonight.
Awesome. Well, you got your great followers here tonight, like I told you at the beginning of the race, and they stuck around, watched you for the whole race. So give a shout out to your sponsorships and everybody like that. My next question for you real quick is, you ready for next week? I believe we go to Talladega.
I am. And it's actually kind of funny that you say that. Most of my cup wins come from Daytona and Talladega. And, I don't have any wins other than Talladega and Daytona and the Cup, and that's one thing that I really want to change this season in this league is, not being just a restrictor plate winner. So that's one thing that I'm hoping to change this season. But hey, I hope that I can get a win. It's just going to be hard I don't have any teammates. It's going to be real hard trying to find a drafting partner. I'm going to have to really pick and choose my battles and pick and choose my partners and see who's going to be the best pusher and who I can push with and try to make ground.
Yeah. Well, story to be told. We guess we don't know until next week.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard because being a single car team this season. Normally whenever I go to these tracks, I normally have a teammate, so it's gonna be real hard to try and get with somebody because everybody's real familiar with each other and everybody has their teammates. So
right.
I'm just gonna be kind of like the sore thumb out there. So I'm gonna have to try and figure something out there and just get with somebody that, I can make some ground up. And that's pretty much my game plan is just try and get as good a finish as I can with, not having a teammate or not having a known drafting partner.
Yeah. Amen on that. All right. Well, the last thing is anybody want to give a shout out to real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. I want to thank Sim Graphics for such an amazing paint scheme. Bioside Gaming for everything that they do. That's a great bunch of guys over there. I appreciate them for coming on this season. Back-to-back top 5 finishes with the new sponsor, so that looks really good.
Yep.
And I just want to say thank you to everybody that is watching tonight, especially, from the Bioside guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming out and supporting me. It feels great. Want to thank you for putting on the broadcast and the season, and all the racers tonight for doing such a good job. It was really respectful. Everybody was getting out of the way when they needed to and racing when they needed to, so made the race really nice and fluid.
Amen, amen. All right. Well, with that said, I'll let you go join. Go join. Yeah, I'll let you go. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Man, brother, brain fart. Join your team down there at Victory, not Victory Lane, but down that by your pit road, and crack a beer or whatever you guys are going to do, and just enjoy your 3rd place podium, and get ready to unload your super speedway car next week, and we'll see where it goes from there, man.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go down and drink a nice cold Mountain Dew, and then go wreck some cars in Wreckfest.
There you go. There you go. All right. Well, I'll let you go and enjoy your night, bud.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You too.
All right. That was Joseph, 3rd place finish. Shout out to everybody there. That's awesome. Now we will bring up, let's run down here to 2nd place and find Brian Johnson and see how his race went. Brian Johnson, Robert in booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy, Robert.
All right. Well, you were leading a lot tonight. The car looked really, really good. And Zach Hall did a trick play, apparently, I heard. And I guess you took tires, I'm assuming?
Yeah, well, it was weird. I thought he was short pitting me, and he was taking tires. And so after a couple laps, I was like, well, he's killing me on these 2 laps. I better go in and get tires. Turns out he had damaged his car and had to go in, and he took 2 left side tires.
Yeah.
And he would have been ahead of me a little bit, but then I came out of pit road, went up the left-hander, turn 1, or I guess that would be turn 2, and it was fine. And then went to the right-hander at the top of the hill, and as soon as I put the gas down, I had forgotten that they were cold tires.
Whoops.
The car went around. Yeah, so...
Oh.
So that's what happened there. And, man, I was pushing the whole time, and I was catching him. And then I had a little run-in with a lap car, and then I got really close to Zach, and then I just messed up and smacked the wall. So It is what it is.
Yeah, I seen you cutting him down there. You got him down to 1.8, and I was like, hey, he's coming. And then all of a sudden it was like 8 seconds. I was like, okay, something happened because I missed it. I didn't even catch it on the broadcast, so that makes you look good for your sponsorships, huh? You didn't see me wreck the cars, guys. Well, with that said, you ready for next week? I believe we go to Talladega. I believe we got
is anybody ever ready for Talladega?
I don't know. Are you guys ready?
Oh yeah. I mean, when it comes to plate tracks, I'm neither ready nor not ready.
Gotcha.
I just go in with an open mind, because you can either come out winning the thing or you can come out on your roof. So
yeah.
It's a toss up.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right. Well, we can do the same routine if you want. I can give a shout out. You can say I did that already, and we can go.
Wait, what?
Give a shout out. You want to give a shout out to anybody, or you just want to say I did that already, and let's move on.
They gotta thank everybody that tunes in.
Okay.
Watches Robert, and everybody that shows up to these races every weekend. Road courses aren't very popular with this league, but big thanks to the people who did show up. Makes it interesting. So, and then always a good thanks to Zach for always making me push myself to my limits.
He did tonight.
And, he does every week. So he definitely makes me a better driver. So got to thank him as well.
Amen. All right. Well, I'll let you go down there, crack a beer, whatever you're doing, soda, eat your sponsor. What do you have on your car again?
Bojangles. It's bow time.
Yeah, we don't have them up here. That's the problem.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's not a northern thing. I guess it's a southern thing. I don't know. So, all right. Well, I'll let you go, bud, and we'll catch you next week at Talladega.
All right. See you then.
All right. All right, that was Brian Johnson, second place finish. Messing around with him when he goes back and watches the broadcast. Love messing with him. But we'll bring up Zach Hall here, Victory Lane. Zach Hall, Robert and Booth, got a copy?
Oh, yeah, I got you right. My bad.
Oh, no, yeah, all right. Yeah, wow, what a race, man. Found out some info that you damaged your car early because you were running second there and you short pitted. And I thought, oh, he's short pitting to do the leapfrog over Brian. But come to find out, you only took 2 tires. So I'm assuming that wasn't game planned.
Completely not the game plan. That was on the fly. Like, what was the start there? Brian kind of surprised me by getting the pole. I didn't get in a good enough lap like I wanted to. Felt like I really messed up there on my lap in qualifying. So it's kind of like, all right, going into the race, he's got the pole. I'm gonna get in behind because last night he was in behind me all night, and just having someone behind you pressuring you is really it's easy to make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. I decided, I'm gonna ride here, save my tires, and which I did. I started running back down there a little bit, and I clipped the wall out of 5, just so focused, just catching that yellow car, and just clipped the wall a little bit there. And I knew I had gained a bunch of time on those last few laps, and I was like, I cannot give up this time I gained. Like, especially I didn't want to take a chance to run another lap and then lose a second because the damage was slowing me down.
Right.
I didn't know how bad it was. It looked from the car, inside the car, and it was a pretty hard hit. It actually knocked my wheel out of line pretty bad. Yeah, so the whole race I was turning right to go down the straightaway. I felt like I was on an oval. But just I knew if I didn't come in then, it was I just didn't want to take that chance and lose what I gained because I knew pit strategy and getting ahead here can make a big difference because I knew I could get to him. I didn't know if I get around him though. It's easy to make mistakes when you're trying to catch someone here, just as easy it is to hold someone off. So I felt like in the position I had, I could get a good lead, and coming down pit road, I was like, I could take no tires, but I was like, I didn't know how much fuel I needed, so I didn't know how long the fueling was going to take. So I said, you know what, let's throw left sides on it. There's more right-handers here, so the lefts are getting abused more. Let's throw it on there, and I went out there, and that was a bad decision personally because I found out Brian spun.
Yeah.
But, yeah, threw the left sides on there, and man, she was a handful there at the end. I'm just happy I got her back home. I almost wrecked a few times.
I think if Brian didn't mess up on cold tires, I think he would have been all over you because he cut it down to 1.8 seconds, and he was just driving that car hard until he smacked the wall there at the end of the race. So
yeah, if he wouldn't have made that mistake, he would have got to me way earlier, and he could have. He definitely had the win at that point. I made the wrong choice personally by not taking tires. I didn't expect. It wasn't like the time fall off was bad. It was just staying consistent with old tires. Like, I could still run in the 13s on the older tires, but I had to push the car so hard to run that fast that it was almost wrecking fast. So it just, I think if I would have took 4, I would have came out and he would have spun and I would have went in front of him, had 4 tires and just rode out there the whole time and been able to cruise.
Right.
I probably wouldn't have had much issue, but I didn't expect him to mess up. Brian don't mess up, so that right there, that's a lucky, first of all. So he drove a hell of a race. Like, that dude's fast, man. He don't mess up. That's the thing about Brian. I think I'm faster than him, but I make mistakes. I'm the mistake-prone driver of all time. So
yeah, we watched Brian through the broadcast, and he was just smooth as a whistle.
Yeah, he's a very smooth driver.
Yeah, I mean,
gotta give him that for sure.
He wasn't even hitting the rumble strips. I mean, he was just gliding through there, and I'm like watching everybody else come down into that one rumble strip, where it just up my man. People were hitting that thing. I thought they were gonna roll the car. It's like, wow,
you can actually do that. That's what's surprising about that corner. You can roll it, but
yeah. Well, I seen last night a picture of Bob Skinner decided he wanted to go for a sky ride or something. I don't know what he was trying to do.
Can't click on that.
Oh. Hey, we have Jerry trying to butt in. That's all right. Well, we'll bring him up and have a quick chat with him. But with that said, I'll let you run down to your teammates there and have your party or whatever you want to do there. But I asked everybody else, are you ready for next week? I believe we go to Talladega, isn't it?
It's Dover next week, actually, Robert. Talladega 2 weeks from now.
But
Dover, I'm ready for Dover.
Everybody's gonna be
Very
mad at me. Well, they're
Yeah, I
gonna
know you
watch
talked
it.
about Talladega.
I could
That's all
have swore we went to Talladega, but
right.
I gotta follow the schedule, I guess.
Definitely. Before we get out real quick, I want to send a shout out to
Yep.
peeps.
Yep, go ahead, bud.
First
Go
of
ahead.
all, shout out to you, Robert, because we love what you do. You're doing a great job, man, and we love going back watching our races. And thank you for doing this. And I also want to congratulate myself. God,
There
I
you go.
finally got a win this season. Yes. And I'm able to bring home 2 this weekend. That don't happen much here at Racinfreeks anymore. It's hard to come home with wins here. So
Yeah.
I got to thank myself for wearing myself to death that whole race. Then first off, thank Brian. Brian, man, he's a hell of a competitor. He's a great teammate. It's hard to beat him. He's got to make mistakes, it seems like, to beat him. So, yeah, congrats to him. He's a great driver. Like, he's made such an improvement just seeing what he did last year here at Sonoma to this year. He's a completely different driver now. It's amazing. But also shout out to 3rd place, Joseph. That was he had a really good run. Good to see him run up in 3rd. And shout out to all the guys who showed up tonight and raced. I know not everybody likes to turn right and left, and people don't like road courses. But I'm gonna tell you right now, if you can get good at these things, they're a blast, man. And it's just a little bit of time and dedication. It's a different principle, but it's racing, and it's really fun. I wish we could get a few more drivers out here. It's a little disappointing every time we have one of these races. It always makes me, weary to put it on, like us weary to put it on the schedule. But I think we should always include it just because it's a different skill, and I think it's something important. So as we see NASCAR is really taking a turn towards the road course side of things, I think we're going to see more road courses in the future. So I just would give a shout out to the guys who raced tonight. I really appreciate them coming out and running. I know it's not everybody's good at this, and not everybody has fun at it. So I would love to help anybody who doesn't think they can run out here. So hit me up.
Well, I tried that and it didn't work. It's not your fault, but I tried it. Didn't work. I stink at it. I gave it up. I just don't understand how you guys do it.
It's definitely a different thing. It helps. I think it helps me a lot at other tracks though. So I like having it as in the back of the pocket thing.
Yeah. That. So. All right. Well, I will. I guess we'll see you at Dover next week then. And anybody watching, I apologize. I thought we were at Talladega, but now they'll be upset at me. So that's all right. Send me a message and yell at me. So, all right. Well, with that said, man, go enjoy your victory and get ready for Dover next week. And I will catch you on the flip side.
All right. Later, Robert. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, we're going to bring up Jerry West real quick since he wanted to get a talk, it seems like. Jerry West, Robert in the booth, got a copy.
Yeah, Robert, I got you.
Oh, well, you hit the wrong button, came in, so I figured, hey, I'll give you a chat real quick. So how was your race tonight, man?
It wasn't bad. It actually felt a lot better than I expected, to be honest. I didn't have a whole lot of practice, so I come in blind. I was late to the track, but I had a decent race.
That's awesome. Yeah, out in the chat, they're actually saying people were rooting for you for 3rd place, and unfortunately that it didn't happen. But hey, you brought it home 7th, so. All right. Well, did we lose you? Or is my voice acting up? Looks like my internet's acting up. There, it's back. So, anyways, you still there, bud? All right. Well, looks like we lost Jerry there. He took off and ran somewhere, so we'll pull him back down. We'll see if we can get James Hackworth up here. James Hackworth, you got a copy?
10-4, Robert, got a copy.
All right. Well, we're going to soon end this broadcasting here tonight here at Racinfreeks. How was your race here tonight? I know you were talking earlier that you were just having problems, and then you lost your hood and you're running around trying a different modified car for yourself.
Yeah, I kind of spun it coming out and hit one of the tire barriers. And
Oh, whoops.
I didn't know the hood was gone. No wonder
Yeah,
it wouldn't turn.
yeah, it was gone, but yeah, you got it fixed. Your crew did it, everything. You brought home, hey, you got top 10. You're 4 laps down. I'd be right with you in that, but hey, it was a good race. So I just wanted to get a quick shout out with you. Hopefully, you're ready for next week. I guess we're going to head to Dover. So you ready for next week's race?
I'm going to do my best. Yep.
Amen, amen. All right, well, I'll let you go celebrate. You know, you got your 7th place finish there. Helps you in the points. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out before I let you go, bud?
Give a shout out to you for broadcasting this for everybody can watch, and all the guys I race with. They helped me a little bit and a lot.
Amen, amen. All right, well, I'll let you go hang out with the crew, and we will catch you next week, bud.
All right, time for Robert.
All right, that was James Hackworth, the 7th place. So I'll do a quick rundown before we end this stream. First place is Zach Hall. 2nd place, Brian. Joseph brings it home 3rd. Bob Skinner 4th. Rick, your top 5, brings it home. Have to get him on Discord, Rick, if you watch this, so we can get an interview with you there, bud. Ron, same thing. Get you on Discord. We can have an interview with you. He brings home 6. Jerry, we talked about. Dan, Discord, if you don't mind, if you watch it. James, we talked to. Ethan, Ed, and Cedric Hunter. That would be your top 12 here tonight at Sonoma at Racinfreeks and Racing League. Broadcasted by FreekyFast Broadcasting. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night. We will be at Elite Auto Racing League with Bobby Hamilton Jr., real NASCAR Bobby Hamilton Jr. So we'll get a chat in with him. They'll be at Chicago, the Windy City. That's where we're going to be heading to. So we got to pack up the trucks and everything else and hit the road and get ready for tomorrow night and be there by 9 o'clock to broadcast. So with that said, and I say this to everybody, at the end of this stream, I appreciate everybody. Give us a like on all the social medias, platforms, likes, Facebook, all that fun stuff. So with that said, until tomorrow night, God bless and peace out.